Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Report reaching us right now is that Olori Miriam is alleged to have sworn that under no circumstances will she leave her matrimonial home with pregnancy. That she is pregnant and she is expecting a child for KBC, and nobody has the right to send her out of her matrimonial home with pregnancy. Now, the report we are hearing is that it is against the rule of the royal palace to send a wife that the monarch has gotten married to out of the royal palace, let alone with pregnancy. And right now, Olori Miriam is claiming that she is pregnant for the Ooni of Ife. And you know, when it comes to pregnancy, it's only a woman who can tell if she's pregnant or not. Until it happens, nobody may know whether they are pregnant or not. Look at what happened with Olori Toby. A lot of people were doubting that Toby was not pregnant, but Toby gave birth to bouncing babies, a boy and a girl, beautiful twins that has made the Ooni of Ife so happy. So right now, with all the basketballs that is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, where Kabiyesi is still insisting that allegedly that I love you guys, my wives, but the one thing I want us to do, to take this marriage to the next level is for you guys to be in different apartments, so that of course we are going to bring down the issue of unhealthy competition, the issue of basketballs here and there and all of that. That I am a leader, I have a lot to think about. I cannot always be here to settle some of these issues. I do understand how difficult it can be for you guys being clustered here together, and that the Ooni of Ife is insisting that the women should go out and get to stay outside the palace. Now, if everything we are hearing here is true, they said that Miriam, who had just come back to the palace a few days ago, and they said that she wasn't even allowed into the palace of the Ooni of Ife because of a lot of factors. They said she had to go to Ojaja hotel, and later she went back to Kwara State. From what we are hearing, that right now she is in Kwara State. So we are hearing that she is saying that nobody has got the right to send her out of her matrimonial home. That is not in the tradition, and neither is it in the interest of the royal family to send her out of her matrimonial home. She is not going anywhere because she is expecting a baby. Now, they said when Miriam made mention of this, that Kabiyesi was really weak, because really from what they are saying, they say that the royal family cannot put her out, especially if she is expecting a baby, and she has sworn that indeed she is expecting a baby for the royal family. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delaram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the sauce, still on the royals. Delarite, my super people. Delarite, my super people. How are you guys doing? We are here again with another news, okay, that is making rounds that we are hearing. I'm bringing to you. Do not forget that these are all alleged information, rumored information. Okay, we do not live, or I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and neither do I have any relative right there. And so I gather all of this from different sources on social media to bring to you. So we are hearing that Olori Miriam is saying that she is never, ever going to leave the royal house, that nobody is going to throw her out, that she is indeed, expecting a child for the monarch. A situation that has become even more complicated for even the monarch himself, because they said that it is not traditional to put a pregnant woman out of the matrimonial home. As it is said, the monarch happens to be the father of all. If any other person would bring an issue like this to the monarch, what would the monarch say? The monarch, the Ooni of Ife, would definitely say, okay, wait for her to give birth to the baby, and so that you do whatever you want to do. So right now I'm putting Olori Miriam out. From what she is saying, it's like putting her out and putting the unborn baby out there. So it's not something that is doable. They say this issue has become so complicated, and I think this is the same reason why a lot of people are under the opinion that Queen Naomi should just maybe make a decision and just let this go because it's getting too complicated. But again, there are so many different people from different school of thought who are saying that this is Queen Naomi's destiny. She need to stand strong and face adversity and fight like that daughter of Zion that she is. Now, the one thing that is very concerned in this is that the Ooni of Ife is alleged to, be loving Queen Naomi over, irrespective of everything. They go decide the man is falling out with them. They go decide the man is falling out with them. The man is just so unhappy with the fact that everybody's working against Queen Naomi not returning back to the palace. He loves his wife. He wants his wife back. They say he has come out time and time again, allegedly, to say that there is no woman that can make him feel the way that Queen Naomi makes him feel. Queen Naomi is the love of his life. Queen Naomi is that woman that brings life to him. He loves Queen Naomi so much he would never let Queen Naomi go. Now, this is what we have been hearing from everywhere, that he really wants Queen Naomi back into the palace. Now, we have seen what is going on from what we are hearing. If the information we are hearing is true, that so we have two, a group of people who are working against her not coming back. We have especially the elders who do not want Queen Naomi to come back. Then we have these wives who do not want her to come back. Even though the wives are beginning to say that it's Queen Naomi who do not want them, that they have absolutely no problem with Queen Naomi. They are not in competition with Queen Naomi, that Queen Naomi should come back to the palace. After all, she is the one who has the first son to the Ooni of Ife, and the Ooni of Ife love her, and they do understand what the monarch feels for Queen Naomi, that Queen Naomi should come back. So in all of this, it's just a back and forth movement that is not so good. It's almost as if every time they try to make progress, there's one problem. The next time they try to make another progress, there is one problem. And, this whole thing is making me feel so bad. Like, Queen Naomi has been through so much. When I look at Queen Naomi, I feel like she is so young. I feel like she deserves better than what she is going through. But then again, when you look at, events of the past with so many other people, you find out that a destiny child, sometimes you go through this. But this situation is so complicated. There are already 6 women out there who are competing for the love of the Ooni of Ife, who are fighting for the love of the Ooni of Ife. We do know that from what we are hearing, the monarch has been so consistent. If there's one thing that he has been consistent about, is how much he loves Queen Naomi. We do know that that is something to consider. But then again, who amongst us, as in all of these people, do we really consider the plight of Queen Naomi, like what she is going through? Most times I sit down by myself and I say, will it be better if she goes on with her life? But then again, I look at the things that have been said concerning this issue. Maybe it's the will of God. Maybe she needs to fight to take over her mantle. Maybe she just needs to put in some more effort. And maybe because they said, it's not over until it's over. Now, we've seen these things happen over and over again. Every time I come here, I use Davido and Choma as a case study. I am glad that Davido is an A-list superstar, respected across the globe. In terms of age and experience, we cannot compare them. You can never, and I am not trying to do that, with due respect to our great monarch, the Ooni of Ife. This is not some kind of comparison, but I am saying for what Choma went through, there was a time where the entire Nigerians were mocking Choma, dragging her, calling her all sort of names, that she allowed the video to use her, and an Igbo girl that is not smart and all of that. She kept quiet. She was at the background praying and believing God. There was even a time where Davido's cousin posted Choma doing posted a picture of Davido or something during Choma's birthday. Davido unfriended Choma. It was that toxic. It was that bad. Nobody would have believed that Davido would be this person that will be, parading Chioma all over. She's the love of my life. She's everything. At the end of the day, I do know that they went through a lot, but at the end of the day, Chioma has the position for which God has, given to her. Maybe Queen Naomi just needs to fight and, see what God holds for her, because I do believe that God has a purpose. Queen Naomi has gone through enough. So what we are hearing now, allegedly, as it is alleged, they said Olori Miriam is saying that, like, she is not leaving. Nobody can put her out of the palace. Now, a lot of people, if this information we are hearing is the truth, okay? If the information is the truth, they said a lot of people are saying that some elders have probably sat her down to, articulate the laws of Ife land to her, tell her the do's and don'ts, what Oni may not be able to do to her. Perhaps it has to do with pregnancy. That Oni cannot send a pregnant woman out of the palace. That is not even possible. Now, not even to say Oni has never said he's divorcing his wife. I have told you this. I don't know what you get from all the blogs. That's not my business. Of course, their sources are completely maybe different from my own sources. But I tell you that my own is alleged. Maybe they have the true gist. Mine is alleged. Okay, and so Oni has never said he's divorcing his wife. They said the only thing he has said is that they should stay outside the palace of the Ooni of Ife. But right now, it's looking as if people have sat Miriam down to educate her on what to do and what not to do. And right now, she is swearing that she will never, ever leave the palace. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.